explosion.
This Pentagon performance report graphic also falsely claims, if you notice across the upper part, those little red or orange dots, those are on the columns, the outside columns. Column 14, kind of in the middle, is where the official story says Flight 77's nose hit, and then it went in at a diagonal angle. And down in the lower right is the alleged C-ring exit hole. The Pentagon Building Performance Report falsely claims that those are those orange dots, that 8 external columns were destroyed. However, that is not true. And this is the proof of it. I was very excited when I found this extremely rare and extremely important photograph. It's the only one I know of that is very clear, that was taken after the initial fires were out at the Pentagon wall. This is at the alleged official story impact point, but before the collapse of the wall over this very area. And what you see is that almost all the damage, in fact, as the Pentagon Building Performance Report itself said, I would say at least 90% of the damage, if not more, was on the first floor, and only a very small percentage where you see that kind of T with the 2 windows on either side where the glass is blown out on the second floor. But if you notice, there are the columns, even though they're bowed out, are still standing to the right of under the T and over to the left. And there are only 4 columns that are missing, not 8, which is impossible for the official story of a plane that had a wingspan of 124 feet. You're looking at only 50 feet of a non-round impact hole. And many people in the 9/11 Truth Movement falsely have claimed that, inadvertently or otherwise, that this T area with the windows blown out on either side on the second floor in the center of the photograph, that is the so-called entrance hole of the plane. It is not. And what they do is they show photographs that don't show the bottom floor at all. And then remember, of course, that the columns were bowed out and not in, as they would be from an external impact of a very large, fast-flying object of great force. And at the Pentagon on the morning of 9/11, you saw all of these fire trucks putting out their mist and spray and foam. I believe the real purpose of that mist and spray and foam, which really wasn't putting out fires at that point, was to prevent you from seeing that there was not an alleged impact hole where the official story claimed that it was.